To connect Google Sheets to N8N, open your browser, go to N8N.io and log into your account. Once your workspace loads, click Create Workflow, give it a name like Google Sheets Integration and click anywhere on the canvas to open it up. Click the plus button to add a node, search for Google Sheets and select it from the list. When the settings panel appears on the right, look for the Credentials section and click Create New Credential, then choose Google Sheets OAuth2 API. Click Sign in with Google, select the account you want to connect, enter your password if prompted, and review the permissions. These allow N8N to read and write to your sheets. Click Allow, and once Google finishes authenticating, N8N will bring you back automatically. You'll see your new credential appear in the field. Select it to link it to this node. Now you're ready to configure a basic operation. Under the Resource dropdown, choose Sheet within Document, and under Operation, select Read. Click the Document field, and you should see a list of spreadsheets from your connected Google account. Pick the one you want to work with. Then select the specific worksheet inside that document. Leave the other settings at their defaults for now, and click Execute Step. N8N will run the node and return the data from your sheet. If you see rows and columns of information in the output panel, congratulations, your connection is working perfectly. This confirms that N8N can talk to your spreadsheet, which is the foundation for every automation you'll build from here. Let's go a bit deeper into why this matters. The Google Sheets node acts as a bridge between your spreadsheet and hundreds of other apps. Once connected, your workflows can read data from a sheet, add new rows, update existing records, or even delete information, all automatically. The read operation we just tested is perfect for pulling in product catalogs, customer lists, or configuration settings that other parts of your workflow might need. But there's no value in just reading data once. The real power comes when you combine this with other operations. Change the operation from read to append. You'll see a section where you can map values into each column of your sheet. This is where you tell N8N what data to write. For a simple test, click the mapper icon next to each column and type in a sample value, like test name for a name column, or a sample email address. Click Execute Step again, and then open Google Sheets in a separate tab. You should see a new row added at the bottom with your test data. This is how you'd automatically log form submissions, chatbot conversations, or any incoming data to a spreadsheet without lifting a finger. Next, switch the operation to Update. This requires a bit more setup. You need to configure row matching, so N8N knows which existing record to modify. Choose a column that contains unique identifiers, like an email address or order ID, and set it as the matching field. Then map the values you want to change. For instance, if you have a column for status, you could map it to complete. Execute the node and check your spreadsheet. The specific row you targeted should now show the updated data. This is incredibly useful for workflows where you process orders, approve requests, or change user statuses without manually editing cells. The delete operation works similarly. Just select it, choose how to identify the row, and N8N will remove it for you. Each of these operations is a building block. You can combine them with triggers like webhooks, schedules, or events from other apps to create fully automated processes. Once you're comfortable, experiment with reading data from one sheet and appending it to another, or updating a row only when a condition is met. The Google Sheets node also supports more advanced settings like handling headers, defining the number of rows to return, and working with named ranges. Before you go further, save your workflow and consider connecting another node, like a webhook trigger or an email node, to create a complete automation. Test the whole flow by running it manually a few times and check the execution history to see each step in detail. If everything works, click the active toggle at the top of the editor to make your workflow run automatically on schedule or whenever an event occurs. A few best practices. Always test on a copy of an important spreadsheet to prevent accidental data loss. Give your sheets and columns clear, consistent names. Changing column names after building a workflow will break your field mappings. Keep your worksheets organized with consistent formatting and use separate sheets for different types of data rather than one massive sheet. If you ever run into issues, like your spreadsheet not appearing in the dropdown, double check that you're using the correct Google account, refresh your credentials, and confirm you have access to that file. For authentication failures, reconnect your account and create a fresh OAuth credential. When rows aren't updating, verify your matching column, make sure the record exists, and check your mapped fields. From here, you can build workflows that automatically log website leads, track Shopify orders, import Stripe payments, generate daily reports, or even build a simple CRM. Google Sheets is often the first integration beginners learn because it's so versatile and easy to understand. Take time to design your spreadsheet before connecting it. Decide what information each column will hold, whether you need multiple worksheets, and how your data will be structured. Planning ahead reduces errors and makes future automations much easier to build. You've now got a fully connected Google Sheets integration that can serve as the foundation for countless automations. If you need to come back to these steps, save this video for quick reference. Happy automating!